Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather, or good evening. I'm running a little late today. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for October 21st through November 5th. Okay, we're going to look here at the teleconnections. The NAO are negative and should result in Eastern Canada and Greenland blocking, and could result in some cool air becoming behind fronts that are moving into the east. The PNA, we'll look at this, the GFS. Excuse me, the PNA is positive with several systems moving into the west, which may be negative, and this will be allowing bigger storms to come into the west. That's what I meant to say. The AO, we'll look at the AO, is trending negative, and this can be a precursor for stratospheric warming. Now, if you look at the MJO, okay, the MJO is forecast to be in phase 1, and in phase 1, this is what we usually get: warm here, cold here. That's going to be happening eventually. Right now, it's cool in the east. There's warmth in the plains that will spread eastward with time, and this will lead to cooler. But then later on, let me see if I can go back to this. It goes into phase 2. Let me go back. And phase 2 is a colder phase for the east. And that might be happen in an 11 to 15 day period. And that would allow colder air to come into the east. Okay, so there's a lot going on, and we'll try to clear that up. We're going to look at the period now for October 21st to 25th. And this is what we're forecasting here. We have a trough here from Alaska down into the eastern Pacific and also over the northeast. And we have a region here across Canada. And the ridge will build, excuse me, the warmth in the plains here that we have will be trying to spread eastward. We'll have a little trouble here as it runs into this trough here in the northeast, and an easterly flow which tend to keep temperatures lower. We'll have to see how that goes. So during this forecast period, we're expecting several strong Pacific systems to move in. How come it's okay? Now it's moving to move into the west, and a couple of fronts into the west with heavy precipitation and gusty winds, which corresponds with the positive PNA. The rain should be primarily across northern California and the northwest. And snow could be possible in the Cascades and the Sierras. A low pressure and a trailing cold front right here will bring some moderate rain possible to the eastern areas as it moves through the east. Looking at the period for October 26th to the 30th. We have a trough or upper low over the Gulf of Alaska. See it right here. And over the northeast, still have a trough. And we have a ridge that is over northern Canada. And across the west here. We'll go to 26th to the 30th. And kind of see what I mean right here. We have a ridge over the west into Canada, centered here. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for, didn't work. Please bear with me. I'm calling for below normal temperatures here, and I'm calling for anomalies of about 2 to 6 degrees below normal, and 2 to 4 degrees here, and above normal temperatures forecast for this region here with the anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees above normal for precipitation. Okay, let me get my map. Calling for above normal precipitation for this region here, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 55%. 55 would be across here. And below normal precipitation forecast for this area here, probability of occurrence is 35%. Now, during the next period, this should be somewhere when we're expecting the stratospheric warming, or it could happen after this period, just shortly thereafter. So we'll look at the 31st through November 4th. And you can see the GFS has a ridge trough configuration, as does its ensembles, but still forecasting the zone of flow. But you look at the European, has a trough in the east, ridge here, trough here. Above normal heights across this area. Excuse me. And we have a zone of flow here with the NEFS. So during this time where the stratospheric warming is occurring, so as a compromise leading to that, I'm calling for, I just had it, I'm calling for below normal temperatures here, and I'm calling for anomalies of 46 degrees below normal and above normal temperatures forecast for this region here. Probability anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees above normal are forecast. And the change of precipitation anomalies from the previous period is an expansion of the 35% category across the Gulf Coast states into central and southern Canada, southern Texas, central and southern Texas. Okay, so that's the long range weather forecast discussion for October 21st through November 5th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.